My clients closed on a new construction a few weeks ago, and as I was going through the process, it dawned on me that there's some things y'all need to know. So I said, let me make a video and let the people know. I wanted to share with you guys 4 major things that you need to know if you're considering buying a new construction home. Number 1, and this is probably the most important thing that you need to know. Drill it in your head, remember it, think about it, say it to yourself, write it on a Post-it note. The sales agent that is on duty at the builder's office or the builder model home, they are not there for you. They do not have your best interest in mind. It is not their priority. Their priority and their first loyalty is to the builder. And so anything that they do, anything that they tell you is always going to be in the best interest of the builder. Always have your own representation. People ask me all the time, do I need a realtor to buy a new construction home? The sales agent is there. They do most of the contract work. They're there to, you think they're there to help you. But the answer is yes, you need a realtor to represent your best interest because again, the sales agent is not representing your interests. Number 2, you will be required to submit some sort of deposit, earnest money, down payment upon signing your contract with the builder. Most builders will charge like a flat fee, but there are some builders who will charge you a percentage of your down payment or even the full down payment up front. So that's one thing to know. You will have to put down some sort of deposit, and that deposit will always go towards your closing costs at the end of the day. Or you'll be credited back that money that you've deposited. But what I want to say about that is sometimes, or I want to say a lot of the times, the sales agents, they're not forthright about the grace period that you have or how many days that you have in order to receive that down payment or that deposit back. Because when you're buying a resale, right, there's a period called a due diligence period, which is anywhere between like 3 and 10 days. And within that period, you can cancel your contract for any reason and get your earnest money back. And earnest money, deposit, portion of your down payment, it's all generally the same thing. But like I said, with a resale, there's a period in which you know that you can get your money back if for any reason something is not right with the house or something doesn't sit well with you. But with builders, it's a little different because once you sign the contract, in their minds, they're thinking, okay, we have the money, we're moving forward, we have the down payment, and they need that in order to start building, or they say they need that in order to start actually building the home. But like I said, they're not generally forthright about how many days you have before you can cancel because they don't want you to cancel. But that's a question that you need to ask. It's something that you need to know, and a lot of people don't know that. And 3-4 days in, you have buyer's remorse or change of heart, or you find something else and you go to get your money back and they're like, sorry, we don't give deposits back after 24 hours. But that was never something they stated up front, and it wasn't something that you've asked. And if you're there by yourself without any representation, without an agent, you wouldn't know that, and you might lose your money. Hire your own representation. You need someone there to represent your best interest. Number 3, when you go into a new construction, into a sales office, the sales agent on duty, they're the ones that will be populating the contracts. And these contracts are contracts that were created by the builder, by the builder's legal team, but they're not generally the traditional state form. So here it would be called a GAR form, the Georgia Association of Realtors form. When you're a realtor and you're submitting contracts, we all submit documentation and contracts that are based on those GAR forms. But a builder is not subject to use those forms. A builder can use their own forms that are created by their own attorneys. So having said that, there are things in there that you're not going to know exist if you don't have a real estate agent to help you figure it out. So what do you think is going to be in that contract? The contract is going to be a total safeguard for the builder's what. Everything in there is going to skew towards the builder. And if you don't have a knowledgeable realtor there to represent you, you will not know that. You will sign documentation that you don't understand. And if something arises at the end of the day that impacts you negatively and you need to get out of it, you won't know how to do that. 4th and final thing, delays happen all the time when you're dealing with the builder. I mean, it could be delays with material, delays with labor, closings get pushed out all the time, and you have no say in what happens. You have no say in how the delay affects you. You have no say in how the delay in closing affects you. You could be in a rental that you have to be out of at a certain point, and you've lined up your closing with this builder to kind of be in the general same vicinity. And if something gets pushed out by a week or two and your closing gets delayed by a week or two, that then runs into your deadline for you moving out of your apartment. And then what are you gonna do? So delays, like I said, happen all the time, and they happen at the whim of the builder, and they often can leave you feeling like you have no voice, you have no control, you have no say. A lot of times, I guess inconveniences that happen from those delays on the builder's end can be negotiated favorably if you have a knowledgeable realtor there to represent you. But if you're there and you have no realtor to represent you, and you've signed these documents, and then your closing gets pushed out by 3 weeks, but you were supposed to be out of your rental 2 weeks ago, you just ASS'd out, right? I would like you to subscribe and like if you found this information helpful, and leave any comments, ask any questions you might have. We'll get back to you. And come back. Like I've said before, we upload videos multiple times a week. We always have cool information. I'm here. The other girls are here. Thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.